Hello, it's Tina from the Active Life team, and I'm here today to introduce you to the concept of mindfulness and hopefully introduce you to ways that may be able to ease a little bit of our stresses and anxiety levels. Mindfulness teaches us to be in the present and try not to be bombarded with the constant dialogue of things that are going on in our head. It's it's basically a chance for you to reset. For instance, if our computer or our mobile phone gets too much sort of input, it becomes sort of erratic and confused, and you have to stop, reset it, turn it off, turn it on again, and then the device starts to work better. And that's a bit like us, really, with too much stimulation, too much work pressures, family pressures, social media. At times we need to be able to sit down and reset, and that again will then help us with our stress and anxiety levels and also give us more clarity of thought. So there's various techniques we use in mindfulness. One of the most common ones is the breath, and it gives us what we call an anchor. So we do various breathing techniques to try and focus on being here, being now, being present. And as I said before, try not to get lost in any dialogue or any thoughts that might come in to us while we're doing these breathing techniques. So the breath is the anchor, really, for us to think about being steady and to think about being more mindful and present. So I'm just going to show you a few tips that might help. Full-blown meditation can be a bit off-putting for some people, so if you just go in with these basic breathing techniques first, then meditation may be something that you may wish to progress onto later. So what I'd like you to do is to be sort of up nice and tall in a chair, so you're not slumped back, you're supporting yourself, and with the soles of your feet in contact with the floor, so you're upright and nice and ready. And your shoulders are just down and relaxed. I'd like you to place your hands on your abdominal area, and I want you to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And I want you to visualize a balloon in your abdominal area. So you're blowing up the balloon and you're deflating the balloon, okay? And you can do this in any rhythmical pattern that you want to, as long as you feel comfortable. So let's try a few together. So we're going to take a deep breath in, fill up the lungs and exhale out. And again, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out. Really think about filling up the belly. Here we go. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. And you can go on and you can do that for as long as you feel comfortable. But again, focus on the breath, focus on your technique, and try not to get lost in any dialogue or thought process. You can do this as well with your hand on your chest and one hand on the belly. We often don't breathe enough through the belly. We don't utilise the oxygen that we need sometimes, and we tend to shallow breathe through the chest, especially when we're anxious. So again, you can do this sitting, or even next time that you want to go to sleep and you're laying down. The aim is that the belly raises higher than the chest. So we're going to inhale and exhale again. So we're going to just try and focus on where we feel our breath is at our greatest. So take a deep breath in and out. Inhale in and out. Remember, think about the belly. Inhale in and out. Inhale in and out. So you're making a real conscious decision there that your belly becomes larger than your chest rise and fall. So it's something else that you can work on. Now, if you want another technique, some people like to have something that they can visualise on so they don't get lost in that dialogue like I've been saying before. So I'm going to ask you this time to visualise the numbers 1 to 5 in your head, the actual number 1 to 5. And when we take a deep breath in, as we exhale out, I want you to think of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're slowing your breath down to the 5 counts, but you're also visualising that number at the same time. So let's try that a couple of times. So we take a deep breath in Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to try that again. Deep breath in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, deep breath in. Out, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll try that one more time. Deep breath in. And out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, you can do that for as long as you feel, that you can. It's always best to start these breathing techniques, even if it's just as little as 2 minutes, and then gradually build up the time if you can. 10 minutes is a really good sort of point to sort of be at, really. 10 minutes really gives your body and your mind chance to settle down. All those good sort of stress relief things can just go, and it gives you time to reset. So 10 minutes is to aim for, but don't worry if you don't get there at the start. And the next thing I'd like us to do is to count our breaths. So I want you to breathe normally. Don't be false at all, just your normal breathing pattern, but I want you to count your breaths. Again, visualize the number in your head if that's helpful. And I just want you to count to 5 breaths, 5 normal breaths. If you lose count, then go back to 1. When you reach 5, go back to 1. If any dialogue or anything starts to come into your head, that mind chatter, then go back to 1 again. Okay, so let's try that together. So normal breathing pattern, and you can do this with your eyes closed or open. It's up to you. So counting your breaths from now. So well, I reached up to my 2 rounds, so that was 10 breaths altogether. But again, you can go on for as long as you want to. So to recap, using breath as an anchor, using it to reset, refocus, and maybe de-stress, especially if you feel really tense. This is a time to maybe go and sit down and try some of these breath techniques. Try them. Some may work for you automatically, some may not. The point of mindfulness is to try many different things and experiment and see what works for you. So I'm going to be sending some more videos out in the future, but I hope today's been useful, and do give it a try, and don't forget to try and build up your time as you go on. Till then, take care.